Hey gang, welcome back, happy Tuesday. If you're not watching this on a Tuesday, hi anyway, hope your day's going alright. Having a bit of a chilled day today and I was like, what shall I film? I've got all these ideas, and then I remembered I've still not done my September favourites, so guess what today's all about? So I just thought we can chill out and chat a little bit about my ups and downs of September, because it was very much up and very much down. But it's time for me to vent out all my woes to you lot, so yeah, let's go. A few of you have actually asked me, Rianne, how do you have the time to have a favourite film, a favourite book, a favourite this, that, the other, every single month? And here's the answer. It's because I am such a strong advocate for self-care to the detriment of all my other responsibilities. I'm not even joking, I do like a half hour of studying and I'm like, oh my god, I've worked so hard, I deserve to go watch a film, I deserve to go and do this, that and the other. I just shun everything off till the last possible second, which is not a good way to live. But we move. Got my little butterbeer. It's not butterbeer, it's juice. I'm gonna go in the same order as I do every other month. So we're gonna start off with my favourite song of this month is Obey by Bring the Horizon and Youngblood. Two of my absolute favourite artists. The song was released this month, like with the video. The video was when I first saw it. They're both robots and they fight and then they kiss and it's like a really cool video. Great song, two great artists, 10s across the board. Let's move on. I actually have a favourite artist of this month, let it be known. I have strongly been feeling the Palais Royale vibes. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Palais Royale? Maybe it's just my accent. Palais Royale. No, that didn't sound good either. Oh, God. Palais Royale. These guys. Honestly, these lads are on track to being one of my top favourite bands at the moment. Not gonna lie. They are very, very good. I'm very much enjoying their music in my ears. Oh, the sun's coming out again. Hello. Whoa. Call me Basic Beach. But my favourite song of theirs at the moment is Little Bastards, the one that just came out. This month I finally got my boyfriend Connor into watching Gogglebox. Ooh, woo. Gogglebox is a brilliant TV show here in the UK. I don't know if there's an American one or an Australian one, I think there might be. But it's basically just you sit and watch people watching telly, reacting to what they're watching on telly. And it's actually really funny, because they're just normal people, like you and I. I mean, they've got Celebrity Gogglebox and all, but that's nowhere near as good. I've watched it for quite a long time, and recently they've put seasons like 9 to 12, I think it is, on Netflix. I was about to say YouTube, but they're on Netflix. So me and Connor have been watching back through the years. Pretty sure they're on season 16 at the moment, but obviously they've only got 9 to 12 on Netflix. So it's fun to go back and see them all when they were a lot younger and the world was very different than it is right now. Swiftly moving on to my favourite YouTuber of this month. I recently discovered this channel and I don't know how it took me so long to find them, because they're in all the same like circles really as I am. Overly Sarcastic Productions, aka Blue and Red. They're fellow historians, classicists, mythologists like myself from time to time. You've seen sometimes I like to show off my knowledge. I mean, I'm going to uni and I'm getting the knowledge, I might as well show it off somewhere. But yeah, they give you the rundown on all these historical, classical, mythical topics, and they do it in a really like funny, understandable and entertaining way, but they're still really informative and like factual. I don't want to say dumbing it down, because it's not dumbing it down, it's just explaining it in terms that are easy for everybody to understand. Because if you're familiar with historians or classicists writing, oh my god, they literally just make up words in the middle of their papers. It's absolutely disgustingly difficult to read these things, but not on Overly Sarcastic Productions. I also like to dabble in history and mythology and classic videos, so if you want to check them out, I'll put a link somewhere to one of them, or the playlist, I don't know. But also check out Overly Sarcastic Productions, because they are a lot more professional and high-end than I am. The sun has got her hat on, hip 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 hooray, I just looked right into her eyes. My favourite video game of this month is a fairly obvious one. It's Among Us. I actually played it on the channel. If you'd like to go watch it, I'll put a card up. Everybody on YouTube and their granny and their dog has played Among Us on their channel at some point recently, or on stream, or they've played it at least. It's a very, very fun, addicting game. I would assume, especially if you're playing with friends, but I've not got any friends who want to play it, so I've been playing on my own, just with randoms, which is not always the best gameplay, not gonna lie, but we move. It's a free mobile game, but it's also available on Steam on the computer for £5. I bought it on the computer because there's no ads and I just feel like it handles way better on the computer. I've only made one video of me sat playing Among Us, but let it be known that I play that game almost every single day. It's taken over my life, so fun, no two games are exactly the same. It's so difficult sometimes, right? I'm guessing you know the score about how the game works by now. If you've been living under a rock, or maybe you're not into the gaming community stuff, that's fine, I get that. Among Us is basically a game where you are a little crewmate on a ship. Well, if you're a crewmate, you have to pap about the ship doing wee tasks to complete the mission and get the ship to wherever you're going, or just complete whatever missions that you have to do. But if you're an imposter, it's kind of like a saboteur in Trapped, if you're familiar with that. If you're the imposter, then you have to sabotage everyone's tasks and kill off everyone on board the ship. Either have one imposter each game, or I think you can put it up to 3 or 4. The most I've ever played with is 3, so I don't know if it goes any higher than that. I've never hosted the game, I just join public ones, which is not the best decision, let me tell you that. Very fun game, check it out if you want. Like I said, free mobile game, so everybody can play it, you have no excuses. And you can host games with your friends using a little code, whether you're on mobile or on computer. It's cross-compatible, baby, so you can play with your pals on the computer or on their phones. It doesn't matter. You have no excuse not to play this game. It's so fun. My favourite book of September, this probably gives it away, to be honest. My favourite book this month has been Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I'm rereading the Harry Potter series. I've read them all before, back in my pre-teens when I was a little Potterhead, but I have not read Deathly Hallows because I didn't want to end it officially for myself. You know, I've got that in my mind where it's like, I've seen all the films, I've read all the books except Deathly Hallows, so technically the story's not over for me. I think it's time for me to reread them all and officially grow up and end it for myself and close that chapter of my life. So obviously I started with the Philosopher's Stone because that's the first one. But I was a big fat Potterhead back in high school, and I do feel like that's one of those obsessions that never truly leaves you. Similar for me for the Mortal Instruments, the Maze Runner, the Hunger Games, Teen Wolf. It's just a cycle, and I think I'm regressing into my past a little bit. I just want to grow up and be a normal adult, but I can't. I've got too many fandoms dragging me back down to their depths. Love them though. I did actually have a really cool purchase this month, but it's not arrived yet. In fact, it's not even been shipped yet. So you're gonna have to wait till a future video or maybe next month's favourites video to see it. Who knows? All I'm gonna say is blame PewDiePie. Step right over and watch me put it. S to the I to the M to the P. Next up is my favourite food of this month. I've been cooking at home a lot for myself again. I've been getting back into the swing of that, which is actually really fun. I do quite enjoy cooking for myself. It saves a lot of money and it's a lot healthier because I usually order like McDonald's and all that shite. But my favourite food this month is actually vegan. Don't shoot me, don't shoot me. But it's vegan kebab meat. I found vegan kebab meat, right? I am a big meat eater. I'm not usually one for trying veggie things. I'm not a big fan of vegetables and that. But when I found this, I was like, I have to try it. There's no way I can pass this up. So I did. It's very nice, and it's actually so close to being like proper kebab meat, obviously without the meaty bit, and it's way more healthy than actual kebab meat. I don't think I'll ever get to full vegetarian or full vegan mode, but it's nice to have alternatives because I feel bad when I drive past like pigs and cows and sheep in fields and that, and I'm like, oh, you're going to be on somebody's dinner plate later on. That's so sad. The motivation's there. It's just having the self-control to actually continue eating vegan meats or vegetarian, whatever. Let's see what the future holds. I don't think I'll ever be full 100% vegetarian or vegan. I can't give up cheese, to be honest. That's a big one for me. It's probably just vegetarian at most. But even then, I don't know if I'd manage it. Don't fight in the comments, by the way. Nothing wrong if you like to be vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, full-on meat eater, whatever you want. That's great for you. Well done, you. Next on my list is favourite activity, but all I've really done in September is uni work, because I've been back at uni for a good few weeks now. It's taxing, I'll say that. Don't get me wrong, professors are great, classmates are great, being online is probably where my biggest problems lie. I know it's like, woe is me, everybody's stuck inside at the same time, get over it, whatever, but it's like I want to go in and get the full uni experience. But we're working through it, it's not too bad. Also doesn't help, I think I've already mentioned this, but both my classes, my only 2 classes that I have are on a Tuesday. If both my classes are on Tuesdays, that means all of my readings, all of my homeworks, all of my assessments are also due for those Tuesdays. And that's also when I've set up my personal YouTube deadlines. So I really scuppered myself there just because I want to say CUNT on the internet. Uni's going well. Being online's a big F in the chat, but we're all managing and we all get to say hello to each other once a week via Zoom calls and chat boxes. Next up is big event, bit of a sad one to be honest. Big downer, oof. I'm not going to go into it too deep because I just don't want to. I'm still processing it and I just don't want to put all that out on the internet for everybody to see. I've mentioned it before a couple of times, and if you follow me on Instagram and all that, you'll have seen that I've already posted big huge paragraphs and cried my eyes out, whatever. But my dog died, Sparky, my wee brother, my wee bud, my best pal. But yeah, I mentioned in a previous video that he had just had an operation and he was healing, but because of his age and his anxiety and stuff, he had a lot of complications after the operation, so it just wasn't fair on him and we had to make the big bad decision. So yeah, that happened. I'm still processing, I'm still getting through. Luckily I've got a good support group going on, friends, family, that kind of thing. So I'm doing okay, but you know, just takes a little bit getting used to the absence and the silence because he was bloody loud. To pick it back up from that wee sad note there, next up is my strange addiction of this month, and it has been Sneak Millions. Ooh woo. Sneak recently released 2 new flavours in collaboration with Millions. They got the bubblegum strawberry, which I opened in my collector's box unboxing video, if you'd like to see that. I just bought this one, by the way, the bubblegum, because I wanted to try it and there was no more collector's boxes available. Don't really want to say too much about it because I've said most of it in my collector's box unboxing video, and also I may have another little something coming up next week that might explain some more. Something that was quite unexpected, to be honest. Quite a surprise, but I'm very chuffed with it, and you'll see what that is probably next week, to be honest. Depends on how good the postal service is feeling. And last but not least, what have I learned this month? What has all these ups and downs actually taught me, if anything? Love your loved ones, don't take them for granted, all that shit. And for the love of God, if your professor tells you to do work over the summer towards a dissertation or some sort of big project, just bloody do it. Please just do it. For the sake of yourself, or you'll end up swamped from the get-go. Do yourself a favour, unlike what I did. Well, that's it for another month then, eh? Hope you enjoyed that. I hope some of these recommendations prove useful to you. Maybe you found something that you like, or that you like the idea of, you want to go watch, you want to read, whatever, I don't know. Do what you want. Let me know how you get on if you do pick up any of these recommendations, because after all, that's really what they are, just recommendations of my cool things that I like to you. Links to all my socials will be in the description box at the bottom of this video, along with the links to my Discord and Sneak Elite. Say that every week. They're down there if you want them. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next Tuesday. This is a thing now, and it's not gonna stop. I'm just gonna embrace it and let's go. We move. Bye guys.